lands are laden with large tall oaks, walnut and bays. Except facing on the sea, it is most pines, tall and good.
When English colonists first settled in South Carolina over 300 years ago, they sent glowing accounts of their new colony back to England.
The woods abound with deer, turkeys, plovers, and diverse other beasts worth looking after. The air is clear and sweet, the country very pleasant and delightful, and we could wish that all they that want a happy settlement of our English nation were well transported thither.
Much of the wildlife the colonists wrote of in 1670 is no longer to be found in South Carolina. As man settled into the New World, these animals retreated to more remote areas of the country. Today, modern man is encountering the same abundant and diverse wildlife that existed 300 years ago. At Charlestown Landing, South Carolina's first permanent settlement, a unique restoration project was developed to restore the native wildlife that existed when the first colonists arrived. 20 acres of natural woodland, not far from historic Charleston, South Carolina, was set aside as a wildlife preserve. Called the Animal Forest, it is exclusively for animal species which lived here in 1670, the founding date of the colony. As little as possible was done to alter the forest environment. It looks more or less as it did in 1670. The animal forest is an exclusive colony. Every species among its birds and beasts can be found in the records of early explorers and colonists. Historians used the drawings and descriptions of the first settlers in Charlestown Landing to determine what animals were indigenous to South Carolina. Because wildcat, fox, and raccoon would sometimes be lumped together simply as vermin, it took an enormous amount of research to pin down exactly what the settlers were talking about. But eventually, the roster was completed. The animal forest consists of natural habitats designed to allow visitors to re-experience the wonderment of the early settlers. Its winding pathways and bridges permit an unobstructed view. Here, the animals are free to roam, feed, and graze much as they would in the wild.
The deer was sitting right next to him. Really? He just had his mouth open, did he? Yeah.
Hi, Bob.
Watch for a movie.
I'm not seeing him.
The animal forest at Charlestown Landing preserves a living heritage. At the same time, it stimulates interest in history and respect for the natural world.